smooth dude that moves through with the utmost precision. Truly a wise guy, seeing life with my night vision.
Hey, what's going on, internet? I know it's been a minute, and I know you can see some new tools here. We're going to be zeroing in this URGI upper. I've put some bits and pieces of my own. Stay tuned, and we'll go over this platform here in a sec.
All right, everyone, welcome back. The Leonidas Effect. It's been a minute since I made a video, but like many of you, and I say this all the time, sometimes it's hard to make time, sometimes it's hard to have the want to do it, but you know, here we are. It's not very hard for me to want to make content on the things I love, obviously. One of them being LARPing, learning how to use a tool such as a rifle, right? In this case, the URG rifle, URGI, not entirely sure how it's pronounced, but this is my version of it. I know you guys have seen a MK18 on this channel, and I still have it. I stripped the paint from the lower, got the upper right there. So I get to change platforms, but one thing I do want to say, since I made a few changes to the rifle that you guys may know, is that, you know, the changes have been so obvious and easy to point out right away. Makes the MK18 almost seem like old technology. And remember, guys, I haven't been in to firearms for very long, and I've made previous videos on reasons why, but fear anyway. But the Mark 18 has a purpose, and I believe that it's going to be one of those rifles that is always going to be in style, in demand, in need, and never in doubt. You know, it's built like a tank. It can handle a lot of abuse. It's tough. You know, it's not going to ever lose zero if it hits the ground hard, and you know that it's cliche but bomb proof. Anyway, just grabbing it automatically told me why this platform is still being utilized and why it was sought after at the time. But anyway, my own version of it. So I put an upper together, Colt upper receiver. I'm not much for cloning, but I got a good deal on it. Obviously, the MK16 Geisley rail and FDE. Shit's bad. It looks awesome. Like, to me, firearms are also something that it's an aesthetic, it's an art. Just looking at it, it just looks cool. And you can differentiate a cool rifle from a lame rifle, and it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive parts, but the combination of it. I used to build cars, and putting them together and making sure that they were visually appealing to me was the best part of the process. My favorite part. Yes, I wanted it to be fast and functional, but if it looked cool, first I was all about it. I don't care. That's just always been me, a little flamboyant at times. But anyway, so we're going to start from the back to the front. Obviously, I already had a CTR stock, but the other one I rattle canned, and stripping rattle can, guys, it's never again. Never again doing that. FD, CTR, Stake the Nut, OG shit. Um, let's see. K2 Plus rubberized grip, brand new one. Moved over the um, Geissele DDC handle, but I also got one of these to try out. PRI Gas Buster. I can see why people think it'll work or make a difference. I took that out to the range and didn't even bother trying this. Not sure why. I guess I was just in a hurry, but soon I'm going to put a few rounds through this and see if it actually makes a difference. Moving on. Aim point. Moved it over. I'm broke. Can't buy two quality RDSs at one time. Honestly, I can, but I don't know. It's just a hobby. So to have too much money into two rifles, for example, say I bought another lower, say that I bought another red dot. Obviously, I went and bought another flashlight. So these costs, they tend to double. I'm only going to use one at a time. And honestly, it's not like shooting a lot is something that I can do more often than some of the guys that you may see on the internet, right? For me, it's more like now it's like a monthly thing, at least once a month, guaranteed. I'm going to go once a month and, maybe shoot through 500 rifle rounds and another 500 pistol rounds, 9mm. I try to shoot as cheapest good, I know it's an oxymoron, ammo wise, right? I go with Wolf ammunition. That's normally what this runs through. It's steel. It's cheaper right now. Prices are outrageous because of everyone panic buying due to all the shit that they've made happen worldwide, and it's causing people to panic buy. And you know that's for another topic. Check out the podcast. I'm gonna make a new one soon anyway. So after the Geissele rail, you move over here. Obviously, Peck moved it over. Don't have to. Broke. So obviously, when you spend $2,000 on a lamb, you move it. Some guys have multiple lasers. That's cool. I can't do that on a teacher's budget. Times are hard. Surefire RC2. I have a three-prong. I didn't want to have to move over muzzle devices. Now that's some broke boy shit. We're not about to do that. Easily spend $150. Put one on each. Now I can remove, reinstall. Easy as that. RC2 so far, easy on, easy off. Inside I have a Daniel Defense 11.5-inch rail. I didn't want to buy a Geissele completed package because I didn't want their barrel. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I mean, shit, you've heard mixed reviews about the MK16 rail with it supposedly bending. I can feel why people would think that this thing is not very it'll bend for sure if it dropped hard, guaranteed. I know it, you know it. Obviously, before you buy one and you hear these rumors, you might think like, well, are they true or are they not? Most people tend to think they're not. Some may be thinking it's true, but for me, after finally having it in my hand and grabbing it, it feels fucking. It feels delicate, but it feels natural when grabbing it. Been thinking about getting some rail scales. Not sure about that yet. I'm gonna get used to it with gloves. It's manageable. I shot 100 rounds the other day, pretty quick, not even 2 hours. It was less. It was like an hour, and I didn't feel it too hot. Felt it warm, but not anything that was unmanageable. I have a Magpul MOE grip, FD, looks dope, works great as a backstop, kind of like the Mark 18 with the Tango Down QD. It just feels right, and this one did too. I knew it would just by pictures. I know there's many others out there, but this one for me just feels right, and I believe it looks good with the rest of the Magpul products. But yeah, guys, nothing too crazy. Uh, the weight changes are, you know, you can easily feel them right away. I was less tired, even with an inch extra barrel. Removed the uh, law folder. Already sold that shit. Honestly, it was always in the back of my mind that it might be an extra point of failure. Um, they're not things that you see out in the real world by guys doing it for real. So uh, I went with the next best thing, right? So just keeping it OG, removed. Uh, I forgot to talk about mod button and then Arasaka mount. I had to order it twice because I ended up accidentally ordering the 45-degree angle one, thinking somehow it would fucking fit. I'm an idiot. So I had to hit up a Rooftop Defense, send me this one back out. They're here in the South as well. So you got to support local businesses, and plus these guys have amazing prices and send shit out right away. But anyway, guys, when I went out shooting, it felt amazing. I was able to hold out the rifle longer. I wasn't feeling as tired. But mind you that after you've held a rifle for about 2 hours, doing this number, your arms will eventually start feeling it. And I'm a guy that works out every day, and this shit for sure, I'm gonna feel it. But anyway, guys, build yourself something good. If you can build multiple, go ahead and do it. But anytime you go into something, make sure that you're trying to slowly perfect things. And that doesn't mean invest a bunch of money, but if you're already into it night vision wise, then you might as well tinker with things a little. Sell a few things as you buy things if you want. If you don't have to, if you have the finances, then shit, ball out. But if you're on a more restricted budget, then you can go ahead and buy a few things and sell a few things. I personally tend to slowly buy things. So since I've put this together, the only thing I've gotten rid of is the law folder because I don't see myself using it again. Obviously, I can interchange between uppers depending on what I even want to do at the time. I don't see myself going back to the 10.3, at least not anytime soon. Extra flashlights are always necessary. Bolt carrier groups, and that's a Colt C-stamped bolt carrier group. And I have a extra lower parts kit. I need to get an extra lower to make 2 rifles, and then the SBR another one. Fuck the government. I'm tired of giving them money, the extortion fee, just to be able to put a stock and a brace on shit. Makes no goddamn sense. The rule, especially for a guy who was anti-gun before, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't see what kind of crime it's going to lower. Criminals, do criminal things. Dudes like me that are just normal everyday people with normal everyday jobs that just want to LARP and have a little bit of confidence to protect himself and their family. That shouldn't be something that should be restricted or have things restricted for us. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think, what to add, if I should do something different. I would really appreciate it. Any comments? Peace.
When the sun goes down and the moon comes up, you can see a lot of things if you look deep enough.